And hello everyone, it's Foxys. I hope you guys are doing well. In today's video, we're gonna take a look at SPELLBLADE build. So a couple of you have been asking for it, and since I've been playing it the past few last days, I thought that I would be covering a build today and showcase what I'm running at the moment. So we're gonna start with the gear. So for the gear, I'm running the Darkslayer daggers. I think they're like pretty solid choice with 11 strength and 1500 max health. You could run the Lycarus if you prefer, that gives perception, wisdom, and critical hit chance if you feel like you are lacking critical hit chance. But the Darkslayer will like help to reach the 50 strength for the heavy attack chance, and I just enjoy having this 1500 max health as well. For the staff, I'm using the Master still. That's kind of a non-choice here because I don't have Talus, otherwise I would run Talus. I don't want to run the Tublek. I feel like it's not worth it. In my opinion, you will have a bit more damage and crit, but in comparison with what gives the Master in terms of stats, 7 strength and 8 perception, just some cooldown, I feel like it's not worth it, but it's really like up to you. Again, like if you like critical hit chance or like damage overall, you could just slot a Tublek. But my choice here would be Talus or even Belanger if I get a hand on that. Yeah. For the gear, I'm running the Heroic Hood of the Resistance. So basically, like on all pieces, you're gonna have range and magic evasion, and then either max health or mana regen. It's evasion build. We are running dagger, so we can really get like a high evasion with the Shadow Walker passive. I will show you after that. And so we have the Victorious Energy, so we can get even higher evasion. So yeah, it's gonna be everything gonna be toward range and magic evasion. We running the Phantom Wolf Tunic. It's just like a good piece, like as you can see, 4 strength, and we also have some magic evasion on it on top of the threat. So it's just this single item give us 330 magic evasion. It's actually like a lot. We have the Ancient Tapestry Mantle for the range and magic evasion. Grip of the Executioner. Now here you could run the Wolf Glove, so you're gonna have the 2-piece bonus. I went for this Grip of the Executioner because I know that once I'm gonna be running Talus or Belanger Staff, I'm gonna be missing Perception to reach the 60 Perception. So I already went for the Grip of Executioner. That's still like very good, you know, for Perception. The item alone gives 13% attack speed, which decrease your casting time, so the action you're gonna do are just quicker. And then we're running obviously magic and range evasion. We have the Shadow Harvester Trousers with range and magic evasion. Magic endurance, I will switch it for mana regen, but I didn't want to for now. Like I'm just gonna run magic endurance, doesn't matter really for me. And we have the Shadow Harvester Boots. I'm like a lot of stat on this item. We have a 3 strength and 5 perception. We have a bit of bind chance, which is good because we have a lot of bind in our build, and we got the movement speed 8%. For the accessories, for now I'm running Class the Conqueror. Still like a very good choice. You could run as well the Arena necklace that gives strength, hit chance, and max health. Probably I would go for it once I'm gonna move a bit my build, like especially like if I get the Talus staff, I would probably like move to the hit chance staff, not staff, sorry, necklace. We have the Primal King Brasser. We could potentially go for the Sorodoma one to get even more range evasion, but we might be lacking of perception, so the 6 perception on this Brasser are just very good. We have the Band of Universal Power. Now if you can't get this one because it's a bit expensive, you can either slot the Violet Signet, which is the blue ring, so that gives dexterity and attack speed, or you can slot a alabaster ring, which is strength and attack speed. Then we have the sapphire dimensional band for the extra range and perception wisdom. Here you could as well just run the other ones that give strength, dexterity, and move speed if you want to have a bit more mobility. It's really up to you. As you can see here, we don't really have like a lot of range stats. Basically, like we don't have the clock, we don't have it on the gloves. So it's a bit up to you. Like it doesn't change much to have 6.2% here. So yeah, it's up to you. And I'm running the belt of the list. Just pretty standard, very good, straightforward belts. In terms of stat, I went for 60 strength, 60 perception. I really like how tanky it is. I have 16.4 thousand max health. It's a lot for range DPS. Really enjoy that. As for the base range and magic evasion, we are on 13 magic and 1100 range evasion, so pretty good. I feel like, let me just switch to Umbra Staff as main, just so you have a bit more accurate stats when it comes to hit chance and critical hit chance. So we have a bit more than 900 magic hit chance. It's not crazy, but with Victorious Energies that increase it by 460 for like 15 seconds, so it's alright. And we have 840 magical critical hit chance. So here, this is where if I had the Talus staff, I would have like an extra 200. So I would be around like 1,000. Same for Ballandia staff or even the two-leg staff, because I mean, two-leg staff is based on the distance with your enemy, but it's gonna be quite similar. So I have 310 heavy attack chances because we have the Rift Stones that give 50, but you should be at 260. And then 480 skill damage boost, same with the Boonstones that give 50, so you should be around 430. And one stat that's going to be important here as well, so we have like a lot of critical damage here, 31% critical damage, pretty good. You probably can get a bit higher depending on the level of your dagger passive. And the buff duration is very important because we gonna need it to increase the time of our Shadow Walker. As you can see here, Shadow Walker is this dagger passive here. When you use a mobility or movement skill, it increases your damage reduction by 14 and it increases your range and magic evasion by 630 for 6 seconds. So with the buff duration 50%, we get around like 10-11 seconds. Like, as you can see here, if I dodge, I have Shadow Walker for 10 seconds, and if we take a look at the stats, we are, I should go back to main hand daggers, very important, I will explain why after, and then we will do a dodge roll, and we are almost on 2000 magic evasion, almost 800 range evasion. So just to give you an idea, if you are playing against, like if the enemies that hit you has around 900 or 1000 hit, you're gonna be nearly 50% chance to evade the hit, so 1 out of 2 attacks, which is very good. Alright, so yeah, like dagger main hands, it's because in the masteries we have this master evasions that increase our evasion by 105, all evasion, so we want that, and we have the 6% here as well. So I don't really care about everything else. I'm not using much daggers spell overall. It's really like a offhand weapon for the support it gives, like the stealth and the evasion. For the staff spell skills, so this is more like a single target / distance. I don't use much dagger skills. I will show you some variant after. I'm using the Firebomb fully skill spec. We have here the Chain Lightning. I don't have any damage transfer on this one. I have Inferno Wave with consecutive use and burning. I really wanna apply maximum of burn in my build. We have the Ice Spear, a single target with the bind and damage increase. We have the Icebound Tomb with the bind and Icy Mirror. Icy Mirror gonna decrease evasion of your enemy, so it's pretty good. It's gonna make us more chance to hit enemies that we bind. We have the Victorious Energy, so it's the high focus with Victorious Energy. We have the Lightning Infusion, very important. We're gonna decrease endurance from our enemies, and at the moment there is a bug where like you can decrease a lot of endurance because this is per player, and you can even push endurance, even like it works as well for evasion, but overall like you can push defensive stat in a negative. Hopefully it's gonna be fixed tomorrow, we will see. We have Judgment Lightning with buff damage transfer. Now if you really focus on single target, you could remove that and use the points somewhere else. We have the Fire Barrage with the Mana Burn, same single target, very good. The Stealth, we have the Burning Smoke Screen, I really like it. I like the combo where you just Shadow Strike your enemy, then you TP out and leave like fire AoE on the ground burning your enemy, and then you can bind them again and they're gonna like keep taking damage, and then you can just do your full combo as a bind. And the Shadow Strike with the skill distance increase. For the passive we're using Assassin Step, very good, and actually there is another bug about it where you have it almost at the time, like it's a bit of a weird bug, but yeah, it's very good, it increases your movement speed. We have the Assassin Instinct for the additional critical hit chance, Shadow Walker I just explained, the Wrathful Edge for the extra critical damage, the Flame Condensation for the burning damage over time, since we apply a lot of burning damage is pretty good, and for each burning stack on your target you're gonna have 10 extra heavy attack chance. We have the Echoic Barrier, I think it's a very solid skill passive. It's just like a good utility, and we don't have really like stuff that we would like here. Potentially you could run the Frostmaster instead if you feel like you don't care about this one. You could run the Frostmaster, so when you switch to your, like when you are like catching an enemy or like following an enemy, you can just switch to your staff, kit it with auto attack, and it's gonna decrease their movement speed, pretty good. We have the Mana Arm for the increased max mana and max health, and obviously the Forbidden Sanctuary for the 150 skill damage and the mana cost efficiency. So this is more like single target, as I said, like just to demonstrate you a little combos that I like to do. So here we're gonna start with Victorious Energy into Shadow Strike, Burning. So Victorious Energy, Shadow Strike, Burning, you can cast one, change target obviously because it's bug, but we will bind here, cast a Burning, most Burning, and then you can even like do reverse. Actually you should Icebound first and then Spear, and then you can, I will just redo the combo, hopefully it's not gonna switch targets randomly. Let's wait for the cooldown to come back. In the meantime, I will just... No, there is no meantime, it's coming back, the cooldown. So yeah, we're gonna do this. You can bind again, Fireball. You bind again, and then you can apply Fireball. You can do it again. So yeah, it's a very good combo here. You can really like keep your targets bind for a very long time, and look at the damage of the burning, it's insane. Okay, and now that it's back here, I will just show you Victorious Energy plus dodge roll, and we are on 2400 magic evasion and 2200 range evasion, so we will be somewhere around like 65% chance to evade basically like ranged attacks, so it's very good, very solid. That's why like the staff daggers is kind of the king of evasion, even though I mean at least for range and magic evasion. Right. Now let's take a look at the different skill spec. So if we were more into GBG / ZvZ, we will replace the fire barrage with the infernal meteor. Then you can probably remove here. We will want the hellfire rain, so we could probably like remove the burning stack here and apply the hellfire rain here. We're gonna remove the ice spear bombardment because we want to apply this bind for multiple targets. And eventually here we could remove the cooldown on the Inferno Wave and put it into the camouflage here as accessibility, and we'll explain why. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You could run Phantom Screen if you are willing to. I will remove it. So previously, like before the weekend comebacks, I was just running the smoke screen here. But now that the lightning infusion is back and it's very strong, I just rather run lightning infusion. I know smoke screen can be very good. So if you find a way to slot it, just slot it. You can remove maybe the Inferno Wave, but like then you're gonna not have much DPS skill. You could remove the Frost smoke screen, so you're gonna have a bit less mobility, but at least you have the smoke screen, so it's a bit up to you. It's a very good skill. It makes you like basically like block every range projectile, so it's pretty good. And if you have like skill spec on it, it's also block melee projectile. Right, so this will be probably like what I run for GBG ZvZ. The reason I'm taking the CC immune is like if you Envy with the CC immune, you have like, you see like I fully charge my firebomb while being invisible. So that's the reason why I'm playing the CC immunity like without. You just get straight up out of the invisible. So yeah, this is like a very good solid combo. It works the same for the health, I mean for the meteorites, the same. Yeah, that's it. And then if you want more like a melee skill, you could probably remove perhaps the ice spear, and like here, like you could do something like this probably. So you can shadow strike, ankle strike into cleave moonlight. Prior to that, you're just gonna use the lightning infusion, so you weaken your target, and yeah, like be pretty good as well. And then you can ban your target before like it's able to do something, and then cast a firebomb. There is like a lot of combo possible with staff, daggers. That's why I enjoy this class overall. And yeah, that's pretty much it. As for the Guardian, different choice for you. Lady Knight, if you feel like, especially like in GBG ZvZ, like it could help you to tank maybe like 1 or 2 flash waves on an engage. Just basically like you're gonna play it mostly for the 50% shield of max mana. This cooldown speed increase is fine, but to be honest, it's probably not gonna last much. You can play the Shade Revenant because you can basically like proc your thing and go invisible and deal damage while being invisible. Pretty cool. It's not as meta as it used to be, but yeah, it can be used this way. And lastly, you could play the Pain Nemesis Art Duck and do like you proc it, nuke someone, get in stealth for like 5 seconds, nuke someone else, get in stealth, nuke someone else, get in stealth, so pretty good. And as for the food, we're gonna just use probably like what every other DPS is using. So either we use the wild gum steak with hit chance and heavy attack chance, cheap, easy to craft. If you are a bit more if you feel a bit more like farming, you can just go for this one with critical hit chance and heavy attack chance. It's very good. As for utility, eventually you could run the Scorpion Tail Fritter, move speed and attack speed. If it's a bit too much farm for you or you don't have the level, you can just run the Vegetable Stir Fry. It's still very good. And that's it. I hope it's helped you with like playing Spellblade. I will be posting montage like when I'm gonna have more montage. I mean clips. It's like I've been switching to Spellblade only like a few days ago. I was playing it a lot in Korea, but in global until now I've been mostly playing Liberator. So yeah, don't hesitate to ask your question in comment, or like if you have some feedback, same. But thank you and have a nice day.